to the West Coast Clouds podcast. This is Nick, your host. This is the new vape podcast for vapors, where we bring you opinions, reviews, and industry news. You're listening to West Coast Clouds. What a noob. You gotta hit the mute button, you dummy. It's not gonna work if you don't hit the mute button. Then nobody's gonna hear you. Welcome. Happy Friday. We are live from the Hessian Connection Studios. The Hessian Connection Studios. Welcome. How's everybody's evening? How was everybody's evening? What are we all up to this evening? David Hessen, David Martin, Nathan, Amanda, Andrea. What's going on? What is going on? Happy Friday. Well, I'm glad I got a fat joint going for this. What's going on, David? How you doing? Welcome. I hope everyone had a fantastic Friday. I know I did. My loving brother and his wife came and helped to do some painting once again. Once again, we had some wonderful painting going on at the Vapor Trail out here in the Kootenays. Mike Carney, how you doing, man? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. There's a little bit of a like Mega Man sound going on there. I don't know what that tune was all about, but hey, it is what it is. What's going on, man? Chris, how you doing, man? How you doing? What's going on, Nathan? Nathan, my friend, how you doing? Nathan, thank you for so much for coming by today and supporting us in this beautiful Kootenay landscape. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Thanks, David. Thanks, Dave. You know what? I miss my wife. It's been a while. I haven't. I'm due to go home here in a few days, and hopefully my bro will cover my ass while I'm gone. We'll see what we can do there. But don't fret. I will be back. Won't be long. I don't really know what music we have going on in the background right now. It's copyright free. You get what you get. And that's what happens. Amanda, how you doing? Oh, the panda face. Casey Gates. What's going on, Gabe? Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Smokeless Friday, I hope, for most of you. And for those of you that don't vape, hello. Good for you for not smoking or vaping. I mean that. Amanda, you're back with the panda on the other channel. I know, we got 2 channels going on. We actually have 8 different streams going on. There is Vapors TV, Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, Facebook, some other weird Periscope. Periscope's one. I'm pretty sure Periscope is one. I'm pretty sure. How's your evening, guys? Cheers if you got a drink. Cheers. Cheers. Dwayne, how you doing? Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday. I am rocking, thank you to Ryan Green, actually. Ryan Green recommended the Valerian, which I have on here now. I'm not going to lie, though, and maybe it's because I don't have the mesh coils in there yet, but I still like the Falcon, man. I still like the Falcon. Don't get me wrong. That's a great haul. If you got a beast of a machine and you want to run like 120 watts into a fucking tank, yeah, this is the one to go for. But I'm telling you, I'm still the Falcon. The Falcon all day, man. I'm telling you, the flavor, the everything, it's just. What can I say? The Falcon it beats everything. You're right. Dustin Smith, how you doing? Dave, how you going? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. David Smith is in the house. Everybody say hi to David Smith. David Smith repping some of that West Coast Clouds out there. West Coast Clouds TBV Labs. You can get it from Mr. Digga Dave. You know Digga Dave? Give him a call. He love you a long time. A long time. Nathan. Yes, Nathan just picked up a Falcon today. Nathan picked up one of these fine things. It was a great snag, my friend. Great snag. I'm hearing ding dongs. Did you guys hear the ding dong? When the ding dong goes, that means there's somebody nearby. There's somebody nearby. I better watch myself. Falcon equals Raptors. Everybody, what's up, Digga? What's up, Digga? What's good, fuckers? He says. What's good, fuckers? What's good? What's good in the house? I'm just pulling up all my cameras so I can see what's going on out there in the world. What's going on outside? What's going on in the backyards, in the front yards? You know. Digga, Dave, what's going on? Brad, Bobby, Rhoda, what's going on? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. I was sitting here going through some 5 to 7 year old vape shit that I used to use. You know what's funny? We had a bunch of vintage vape items that we wanted to use, and I was like, you know what? I could use those for the sample station. None of them work. I'm like, okay, maybe we'll make a shelf. We'll make a shelf for the relics. Then we'll put it up above the door. And when you come in, you'll see all the relics of all the old vapes. No, didn't happen. Half of them ended up in the garbage. Just not, I don't know. There was a moment there. There's a moment we had. Josh Anderson, how you doing, man? Happy Friday. Do you guys like the clock? I got the clock installed. This is a little crooked. It doesn't quite make sense, too, for the time, but it is what it is. I'm vaping on my 5-year-old mod, says Dwayne. Parallel unregulated. You know, an unregulated mod lasts you a long time. That's true. It's very true. Raptors killed it tonight. One more game to go. And I to be honest, I haven't been following her. I don't got cable here. I don't got cable, man. I can't watch sports shows if I don't got cable. When I got time to find a live feed, okay? I like the little studio cam up in the corner here. You get to see a weird angle, a weird angle, and a little bit of the wall, a little bit of the chair. That's it. I don't know what to tell you guys. What are we going to talk about tonight? What do you guys want to talk about? I don't know. That's a good question. What is it? A coffin mod? What are we talking about? Oh, you're talking to Dwayne. Yeah, Dwayne, what is it? What is the mod? Nice clock, bruh. Thanks, man. You like my clock? You like my fucking clock, bruh? You like my clock? Do you like my clock? Do you like my clock? Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'll be all right if I don't get to see the games. I'll be all right. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. You know, where's James and Samantha? They're probably in bed by now, eh? It is a Friday night. James and Samantha, where are you guys? Get over here. Marie, what's going on? Happy Friday. It's an old, Dwayne says it's an old sea green ABS. I don't even know what that is. I don't even think I know what that is. Adios, Nathan, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Enjoy your vape. Enjoy that Falcon. Enjoy the Legend. Let me know when you need some new batteries. You're probably going to need 2 more batteries for that thing. Wow. David Hessen says, talk about the different smock coils there are, but the same. Okay, yeah. So we got smock coils. I'm not a fan of the smock tank. If you know me at all, you know I've probably said that to you a million times. But I know a lot of people in town have a smock tank, and mostly the Prince. Some have the Baby. So I brought in a bunch of fucking coils for the smock tank, and they're all mesh. We've got the triple mesh the regular mesh, and the strip. The strip. That's right, folks. The strip. Ask me what it is, 'cause you know what? It's like Apple. It's Smock puts out a new coil every fucking 2 weeks. Oh, you still got an Atlantis. Nice. No, I'm a big fan of the Falcon. The Falcon is my new favorite, especially ever since they incorporated that top flip, like we've always loved, and just the flavor, the airflow, the fucking the how long the coils last. I'm telling you, the Falcon is the way to go. Falcon's the way to go. I don't know what's up with the music. I don't even know if you guys can even hear the music, but I'm not okay with it. I'm really not okay with it. We're going to switch over to Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound usually has a much better playlist. Ooh, look at this indie rock. We haven't done some indie rock on here in a while. That might not be up our alley either, but we'll rock with it. We'll see how it goes. The King is the best. Yeah, that's what I got, the Falcon King. The Falcon itself, the original Falcon, is great. The Falcon King, though, has fucking been killer. It really has been. It really has. And I mean, we got the two coils for it, the M1 Plus and the M Dual. I'm not sure which one I like better yet, but they're both mesh coils. So everybody, what's going on? What's happening tonight? It's Friday night. It's 10:42 for me. What time is it for you? I found the first Falcon to small drip tips. I found the first Falcon to small drip tips. What? No, I've been using the Atlantis for 5 years with 0.2 Milo coils. That's crazy. Dave, I'm going to send you a Falcon. I'm going to send you a Falcon and convert you. You're going to get converted. I'm going to convert you, you crazy little fucker. Hey, let's see here. Are we doing this right? Let's make sure that's down converting to mono. There we go. I don't know if that sounds any better, but the audio might have only been coming through one channel there. Probably doesn't matter because you're all probably on your phones, right? The King with an 810 Ultim is nice. An 810 Ultim. The Falcon King with an 810 Ultim? Are you telling me there's other coils you can put in that? Am I missing something? Sasha, how you doing? Happy Friday. Charlotte, how you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Cheers if you got a drink. Fist pump if you don't. Vape if you got them. Bro, I only vape at 33.6 watts. That's okay. Actually, I don't know if that's okay. You might need to vape at a little higher wattage for a Falcon. This is the Falcon on the Drag Mini. Drag Mini, internal battery. There's no change in batteries here. Nothing comes off. And I got this at 72 watts right now. $72 watts. I'm a Drag Mini, Falcon King. You can crank that up higher, actually. What is the max wattage on this thing? I don't even remember. Let's go up to 90. Let's see what happens if we pump 90 into this thing. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Should we do a Nord? Should we do a Nord Cloud? I hate how low powered that Nord is. You know, the fact that you can put freebase in it and you just got no control of the power. It's not bad for a small device, and putting freebase or salt in. Nord's great, but still not my thing. Let's do the Valerian. The Valerian is at 100 watts. I still like the Falcon. I still think the Falcon delivers the best flavor. Well, your juice will taste weird at different wattages, but that depends on the coil. So, Charlotte, if you've got, I vape 12.5 on my 30 watt iStick. Yeah, but so it depends. The wattage you use depends on the coil that's in your tank or your device that's on top, right? So, for example, this particular coil is recommended to be run at something like 70, 80, 90 watts. This particular coil on this one is recommended from anywhere, what does it say? 95 to 120 watts. Whereas like another set, like say for example, I don't know, a 1.4 coil, you're probably going to use it like 20 watts. You know what I mean? So the higher the ohm, it doesn't always work out. It's hard to explain everything all at one go, but the wattage doesn't necessarily indicate how you're treating your juice, and it depends on what device you have on top of your mod or your unit or your battery. Right? For example, like this is going to just vape at whatever wattage is meant for the ohms, the resistance that's on this coil. I guess you wouldn't even call this. This isn't unregulated, but maybe it is unregulated technically. I don't even know, because you can't change the wattage on the smock. Yeah, well, you wouldn't taste flavor at 100 watts if you were doing that on something that wasn't made for 100 watts. I drip at 160, 170 watts, but I need that wattage to actually ramp up the coils that I have in it. I'm not necessarily, when people are like, oh my God, you're vaping at 160, 170 watts? Yeah, but it's not the same. I need that wattage because 3.7 volts is not, it's going to take forever to ramp up that thing. And I'll just be sucking in air. You know what I mean? Wattage, what you vape at as a wattage isn't like a standard line. It doesn't, it's like saying I vape 3 milligram freebase and then you vape, 35 milligram salts. And you're like, what? 35 milligrams? It's a different device. It's low wattage. You're not. So wattage doesn't really mean much except for the fact of what your device on top requires. So if the device on top only requires a couple of wattage, then that's all you need to do it. You wouldn't run 100 watts and do something that only required 30 watts. So when I say like I'm running this tank at 100 watts, it sounds crazy, but the coils that are in there require me to run that amount of wattage to make it actually work. Does that make sense? Hypebot. Both. Oh, thank you for the follow, Booth Assassin. Both Assassin. Thank you. Thank you for that. Dan Colby, Caitlin, Sharon Swick, Julie, Daniel, Sashta. I missed all you guys jumping in there. I was ranting. We were ranting about wattage. Understanding wattage a little bit. Like if I ran 30 watts into this particular coil, nothing would likely happen. Let's do it. I'm going to turn this all the way down to 30 watts. And I'll show you what I mean, right? So actually, what did Dave say? 20. Dave says 33.6. I get lots of flavor. Let's do 33.6. 33.6 on this particular mod would not do much. It took a very, I ran out of breath. I ran out of breath to breathe it in. It's not, it doesn't work. Like, 30 watts just doesn't work for this particular unit. Fluffy brown at 110, pure deliciousness. Again, At 110, it depends on your. So if you say you vape at a wattage, well, the next question is that what is the device you're vaping on? Because you can have a hot vape. Like my dripper is technically a warm vape because of how much coil is there. It gets warm, right? It's not a hot vape. It's not burning. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Same goes with this one, right? This is at 89. If I turn this down to like 30, it's just not going to perform as well because it's not made. There's too much coil to heat up. It works, but I'm losing all my flavor. I'm losing everything because the coil is meant to be cranked. If you hit the recommended wattage of your coil, that's your kind of flavor sweet spot right there, to be honest with you. Dan Colby, guess what I got in this? I got some fluffy brown right here in this. 0.19 aliens. Yeah, if you got aliens, you're probably hitting 100 watts at least. At least. And you just have to. Aliens, there's a lot of coil in an alien. It's a lot of coil. A lot of coil. Oh, that one's. Oh, I got my cavity in that one, but I got fluffy brown in this one. This is my at the shop vape. This has 0 milligrams in it because I vape so much at the shop. Throw a sub-tank coil on at 100 watts. This is a sub-tank coil, bro. This is at 120 watts right here. Look at the size of it, though. It needs 120 watts. This thing is fucking massive. It's massive. See, this is my at-home vape, though. When I use the sub-ohm tanks and the dripper, that's my at-home shit. Or maybe, I might bring the tank out with me. But when I do actually go out and do shit, I'm bringing out the Caliburn salts. Super simple, very respectful, not in everyone's face, not blowing huge clouds, not a bunch of people not looking at me all weird, right? You know how it is. I wonder if the flavor really is that much better. The flavor is the best on a dripper. By far, the flavor is by far the best on a dripper. If you're a flavor chaser, that's the way to go. You're also going to get a bigger cloud, but clouds aren't really that big of a thing anymore. That's a sub-tank mini square coil. No, this is a Falcon. This is Valerian. I still think the Falcon has the best flavor. Yeah, this got the Valerian's got a huge fat ass coil in it, but 80-90 watts on the fucking Falcon King. And I think what's in there right now is it the dual? No. Yeah, it's the dual coil in there. 2 coils. Two coils. Well, team. Let's move on to something else. Justin, how you doing? Maurice, Vince, Dave Taylor's back in the house. What's going on, man? What's going on, Ryan and Dave? Ryan, welcome to the Ryan and Dave show. On today's episode, we're going to learn how to stick a drumstick up your butthole and flap your dick around in your chef's uniform. Rebuildable or nothing, says Vince. You know what? I do. I love my rebuildable. I will always have it around me. But slowly, more and more, as these tanks get better and better, the Falcon is probably the closest thing to my dripper that I can get. But the dripper is still by far the best. Dripper's a lot of work, though, man. Not everyone wants to do the work for a dripper. it's a little bit of extra work, you know. But I will be bringing in coils, dripping coils, rebuildable coils. I'll bring in some aliens and stuff like that. But I haven't actually had any customers come in yet that want a dripper. I got no rebuildables out here. Nobody has the time for it, you know, and that's kind of the trend of things. We're moving towards the simplicity. I mean, look at all the pod systems, right? The smaller and smaller and smaller. We went bigger and bigger and bigger, just like the phones, and now we're going back to being small again. In your opinion, what is your favorite flavor on your line? Oh fuck, I love them all. I love them all. I'm a big fan of Funnel Tunnel. It's just one of my things. Fluffy brown's really good, but you gotta like the baked desserts. If you gotta like the baked desserts, otherwise it's not for you. Fruits and candies, you know, I like Chucky Sour Heads. Chewy Red Fish is good. Good candy. Porn sauce, Radiance for fruits. Good stuff. I think shops should do more build nights like we used to. Yeah, James is gonna do a little tour for some of that. I would be game for that. I can't do it myself though, so you know, if they're driving around and doing that shit, I am all game, man. I would love to have them come in and show some of the people how to do it, because I think that's the biggest thing. You're right, because we don't do build nights like that anymore. There's just the tanks, the tanks and the pods. It's too easy. It's too easy, right? It's convenient. It's convenient. Decoy. Some good old decoy. That's right, sir. That is right. Man, who doesn't have time to rework every 2 days? Saves money too. You're right. It saves a ton of money. If you drip, you save a ton of money on coils and shit, right? It's true. This is true. This is true. All right, folks. Let's round this up here. It is it's approaching 11 o'clock. It's time for me to head home. Oh, my brother just sent me a picture of a schmuck. I think this is probably his old schmuck, or maybe of friends of his. The schmuck tank, guys. They're terrible, but you guys know this. If you haven't had a bad experience with it yet, you will. But I got smart coils. Because I know you guys need them for now. Until you guys get all the Falcons. Once I convert you guys all the Falcons, we'll be good. Cloud comps definitely haven't stopped around here. Yeah, no, cloud comps still go. Cloud scene still goes. It's just not as often anymore. Well, folks, I'm about due to sign off here. Michael, how you doing? Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday. Dave says we haven't had a cloud comp in Calgary in years. Yeah, I know. Nathan's back. Okay, lad, Nick. Yo, Nick, you know what? I just realized the vape color slightly matches my gaming room for color. Damn straight, bro. Damn straight. Damn straight. We're on the same page, brother. We're on the same page. But yeah, you know what, guys? I'm gonna sign off here. If you haven't already, if you're on Twitch, follow me on Twitch, Nick Hessen. If you're on Mixer, it's THC Network, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, Vapors TV. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Do I carry coils for the K3 Aspire? No, I do not. It's something I could possibly bring in. The K3, oh my goodness. The K3 Aspire, or the K1 is the only thing I got access to here, it looks like. But why, what are you using? Is it a... K3 Aspire. What? Where did you get that? James is finally here, but I'm leaving. James, I'm about to sign off. Why did you take so long? I was talking about you earlier. And you weren't here. Jeez, man. Jeez. My computer just told me I'm waking up in 8.5 hours. Fuck. It's actually less than that. What coils do I carry? No. She's she's asking me for K3 Aspire coils. BVC coil is what you're talking about, right? Oh, you bought it at BF Coil Kilowatt. The Aspire. What device are you running that on? Charlotte, what device are you running that on? Oh, he was spending time with the wife. Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, where's James and his girlfriend? Well, it's midnight for them. It's 11 something. Oh, I don't know. I wonder what they're doing. The Nautilus. Yeah, I know the Nautilus. There's a few different ones though. The Nautilus 2, the Nautilus X, the AIO. Are you talking about the AIO, the Nautilus AIO? The 2S tank? The Nautilus Clearomizer? Which? A 30-watt eye stick. So you got a 30-watt eye stick. Oh my. A 30-watt eye stick and a Nautilus. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Is that correct? You got a Nautilus? Is it the Nautilus 2? When did you buy this? Please tell me you didn't pay too much money for it. Have a good night, Justin, man. Thanks for hanging out. Dan, you're top fan. You're top fan. Because you talk and hang out with us. You're top fan. I'm top fan for Van Gogh, bro. Melted lung coils for salt nicks and regular coils for RDAs and RDAs by monocoils. They're pretty good. I love you, James. I will be bringing in your coils. Don't worry. I just gotta find who drips out here first. Charlotte, can you confirm the tank you have on that eye stick? I'm curious because there's an eye stick 30. I can't remember the last time I saw an eye stick 30. It's $13. The tank is an Aspire K3. It takes Nautilus BVC coils. Okay. So you're a mouth-to-lung vapor. You're an MTL. You should be... Okay, I'm curious. MTL. You're MTL in it. You're not doing like big fat clouds and shit like that, right? But you're saying you want to switch to something like this, like a tank and a mod. If you're coming from the Nautilus, if you're coming from the Aspire and the eye stick, I would maybe say a solo might do you well, because I imagine you're not vaping a lot. Like, are you vaping like constantly, or like, I mean, not constantly, but like, you always have your vape with you? Because there's two options you could do. I mean, you could go with something like either the Drag Mini, which has a battery built into it, and something like the Falcon, or you could also go with the Solo with the Falcon. But you might even consider doing a Caliburn salts, like a Caliburn with a 25 milligram salt nick in there. That might be more up your alley. It might be more similar to what you're using now. You'll get a little bit better flavor. You'll get You get more, you'll get your nicotine fix in a better manner in a way. I don't know. I don't really want to encourage you to go to salts, but based off your vaping style, that would be similar. But yeah, I would rather recommend something like the Drag Mini. They've got some really cool designs on them. Built-in battery, so you don't need an extra battery. Kind of like your iStick in a way. You're used to that built-in battery. This might be the way to go. And then yeah, slap the Falcon on there. The Drag, you probably sit there. You can sit anywhere from like 50 to 90 watts on a Falcon. The AIO. The AIO. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Well, come on in one day. We'll get you fixed up with something. We'll get you all set up. You got the drop, eh? Yeah. Is it Joytech? No. Oh, is it Joytech? Yeah. We'll get you all fixed up. Or set up like a billet box. Yeah, not a bad idea. Like, actually, you know what might not be bad is the Trinity Alpha. Okay, guys, I'm gonna bounce. Jeremy, what's going on, man? How you doing? I'm gonna bounce though, guys. It's 11 o'clock. It's time to go. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a morning podcast tomorrow. How about that? How about we actually talk about vaping stuff next time? And we're just shooting the shit again, as usual, with our live streams. But yeah, why don't we do something a little more constructive tomorrow? I'll see what I can come up with, see what we can talk about. But guys, I appreciate you coming to hang out with me. I appreciate you sticking around and seeing everything and listening and following and liking and thanking and congratulating. You guys are awesome. I love it. 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 But it's time for me to go, guys. It's time for me to go. Winger Sarah, thank you. Peace out. Peace out. Dan Colby, we'll see you later. Charlotte, thanks for chatting with me. We'll take a look at some devices for you. You can pick something out. Figure out your budget, what you want to spend, and we'll go from there. Super easy. Super simple. Jeremy, everybody else, have a good night. We will see you guys another time. And, just for kicks, here's a little outro. Welcome to the West Coast Clouds podcast. This is Nick, your host. This is the new vape podcast for vapors, where we bring you opinions, reviews, and industry news. You're listening to West Coast Clouds.